Today I will take you go through the new GE200 Pro. GE200 Pro is the new multi-effect pedal based on the new hardware platform of MUA. The GE200 Pro Li has built-in battery, which can avoid the noise caused by the power supply. In addition, the new ambient strip is added into it as well. With the support of GE Cloud, it has more possibilities than ever. Now let's start our first GE200 Pro trip. We can press the foot switches to switch between 30 factory preset patches. Press foot switch B to select 01B, C for 01C. Or you can press the buttons on the left side to switch between banks. Either scroll up or scroll down between the preset banks. Back to the first preset, let's cast a glance at it. The second preset, Supersonic. You can rotate the select knob to switch between preset quickly. Now I got the 0 for A, Tone Queen Clean. Again, quickly switch to another preset. Select any empty slot. The empty slot starts from bank 34. Let's do it in preset 36C. Press home to back to the effect chain display. We connect the XLR stereo output of GE200 Pro to an audio interface for recording. The audio interface is connected to the studio speaker for monitoring. We need to have an amplifier simulation for this setup. The amplifier simulation of GE200 Pro includes three main parts: the amp, power amp, and cab. The amp is selected now, then power amp, then cab. You can press the quick access buttons to turn on, off those modules quickly. For example, the amp. Press it again to turn it off, then on. The same for the power amp and cab. The brightness of the module shows the on-off status. Back to the effect chain display, we can see those modules are on. Now you can select different amp models from the bank to create your own tone. Let's start with the clean tone, which is a basic guitar tone. So what we are looking for is a clean amp. I would like to use this 65 USTW amp model. We need to choose the tone of power amp as well, to have the tone of the real tube. I personally prefer the 6L6 tube tone. Then we need to pick up a cabinet. Recommend to select the arrow, then select the boutique. Then back to the cab sim list, you can see some new files start with the CT. Those cab sims are created by ChopTone, which are in high quality. Highly recommend to use ChopTone IR file for your tone. I prefer the US Twin 212. Now amp, power amp, and cab are done. The main part of the clean tone is complete. Of course, we still need some more effects for the clean tone. We can press those quick access button to add some more effects. Let's try a reverb. I would like to have a reverb in a huge space. For example, hall reverb. There are some special reverbs. The shimmer reverb. Let's keep it simple and back to the hall, as we need to add other effects. I would like to add some delay as well. Now digital delay. Ping pong. If you feel the volume level is not loud enough, you can press the select, rotate to select different parameters of the delay. For the volume of delay, it is called mix rate. The higher you set, the louder delay effect you will get. You can adjust the delay time as well. It will affect the feedback time of the delay. You can add some phaser as well. You can find the modulation effects in the FXA or FXB block. Or you can change it to another one, a flanger. That's for the clean tone. Let's start to build an overdrive tone. Turn off all the modulation effects. So that is what we got now. Usually for an overdrive tone, we prefer to have a clean tone firstly. Then add an overdrive pedal to get the overdrive tone directly. So you can turn on the DSROD module to add an overdrive pedal. Press the button to turn on it. Utilize the select to select an overdrive pedal type. This gold clone will be great, I think. Tweak it a little bit. Now we have an overdrive with the clean tone we just created. Let's check it out. Try without the delay and reverb. Tweak the overdrive a little bit. Or you can try some classic models. The famous TS-808. Of course, you can use the overdrive channel of Preamp directly instead of the overdrive pedal. I personally highly recommend to use it in this method. Let's get an overdrive preamp. Like the Plexi 100. It is based on the famous amplifier, you may know that. Tweak it a little bit. Let's try setting all to noon. I think it is already tasty at noon. Try another cab SIM for overdrive. For the distortion and overdrive tone, I prefer this famous cab. Like this CT, GE200 for 12 in the slot 34. Let's add some more effects. Turn on the reverb again. There are other options about the tone. You can use our entire sample files. Entire sample file combines the preamp, power amp, and cabinet together. If you use this file, you can turn on the amp block only for use. As the file already have the tone you need, go to the amp module. Select the left arrow icon. Select the entire. Then back to the name of the amp model, rotate to select a file. Let's check out this one. The power amp and cab modules both off. Another distortion sample file. Remember, these entire files are captured from a complete guitar amplifier set up directly. Just keep only the amp on for use. We can also use the GE Cloud app to load the MNRS sample file. Here we have the GE200 Pro now in the app. Click on the Connect button, select the name of your device. Wait for a few seconds until the loading finishes. Select the MNRS sample file. There are two categories, GNR and GIR. GNR is for the preamp, complete guitar amp sample files. We can select the filter to get our file quickly. Let's select the preamp. Now you can see only the file with P will be shown, which means the file includes preamp tone only. Or you can select the entire. Now we only have the file with letter E, which means we can see the entire sample file only. As we mentioned before, it includes preamp, power amp, and cabinet, and also the microphone and microphone position. I personally like to use the preamp file instead of entire file. Let's try downloading a preamp file. Try the Mesa type. Try this one, it is captured by myself from a tri-rectifier amp. Click on the download icon. Select a slot for saving and confirm downloading. It is done. Let's find out a cab for the preamp. Select the GIR option. It is the impulse response file for the cab sim. Select a cab I captured before. Like before, select a slot for saving. Now it is done on the app. Back to the GE200 Pro, let's find out the files we downloaded. Select the amp. Select GNR. Then we can see the GNR file we downloaded. The default settings are all set to noon. As it only includes the preamp, we need to add the power amp for it. I still prefer the 6L6 tube tone. For cab, we can select the GIR. Back to the name of the cab, find the one we downloaded. As a high-gain amp, it got some background noise. It is recommended to add the noise gate to cut the noise. We can set the threshold value to 0 firstly. Turn up the threshold just until the noise disappears. Then I would like to have delay for the solo tone. Analog delay is my favorite for solo. Tweak it a little bit. Here we go. And a reverb will be fine. The hall reverb will be perfect. Turn down the mix rate a little bit. In this section, I am going to show you the Footswitch Control of GE200 Pro. Now we have the 36A patch. So you can press Footswitch A to access the control menu. Now it is in the Stompbox mode. For empty slot to set up in this mode, representing the 4 foot switches below. You can assign control functions to those foot switches directly. For example, we select the first slot, representing the bank down switch. You can set it to tap mode or Stompbox mode. For example, you can assign a foot switch to control the time of delay via tap. I set the bank down for the tap function. Then what I need to do is enter the delay module. Turn on the tempo sync function for use. Back to the control menu. Let's check out the original delay time. You can press the bank down for several times to set up the speed of tempo. Now the delay time has been changed. Or you wish to speed up. That's for the tap control. I will set up the Footswitch A to Stompbox control. It will ask you to select an effect module as the target. I will select the delay effect. Confirm selecting. I can now press Footswitch A to turn off it. For the Footswitch B, I wish to control more than one module. I select delay and reverb here. Confirm selecting. Let's check it out how it works. Now I have the reverb on, delay off. Press the Footswitch, reverb off, delay on. That's 3 main method of the control. Press the Save button to save the changes of current preset. In the saving page, you can edit the preset name or preset number. Rotate the select to select a slot. Press Select to confirm. You can now edit the name of it via the select as well. After all is done, press the Save again to confirm. Now you can also share the preset to other users easily via the GE Cloud app. Open the GE Cloud app, connect to your GE200 Pro again. Select the preset. The preset we just saved is in 36A. Here is it. Click on the upload icon. Select a tone type and confirm uploading. Wait until it is loaded to the cloud completely. Now we can see the preset in the cloud. Select the cloud. Select User Upload. Here we have the preset. There are a lot of presets uploaded by other users as well. You can have a try of any preset listed on the cloud via the headphone icon. Then your GE200 Pro will start to load the preset. However, it is different from downloads, as the preset is downloaded as cache in this mode. The file will be deleted after the trying is done. Now it finishes loading, you can play your guitar and check it out now. If you like it, you can click on the download icon to download it. Select the slot you wish to save it. It will start loading, and you can see the loading reminder in the GE200 Pro screen. The preset has been downloaded and saved into the GE200 Pro successfully. Press Footswitch B+C for 1 second to enter the looper and drum machine menu. It is called Groove Station. Bank down for recording. Footswitch A for stop or delete. B for tap for the drum machine. C for the on/off of drum machine. The looper has an auto record function. You turn it on or off via the select. I will show you how it works. Now I just turn the auto recording on. Let's try setting the threshold to 30. Then I press the foot switch to record. You can see the looper does not start recording. The looper only starts after the input signal is higher than the threshold value you set. Press and hold A to delete the recorded track I just made. Select a music type of the groove via the select. I choose pop here. Then you need to select a rhythm type. Press C to turn on/off drum machine. The volume of the drum machine can be adjusted as well. Turn on the drum machine again. Let's select a rhythm type. Then we can adjust the speed by rotating the select. Or you can press the B for several times to set up a speed. I personally prefer the select method. The final step of the drum machine. Turn on the SYNC function of the drum machine. Now if you press band down, there will be counting before the looper starts. Press bank down again to playback. Dub. I already have 2 layers of audio, now I can switch to another preset for solo.